Hello viewers, and this week I went to an arcade show called EAG, held in central London. You can see here a bit of racing, lots of cool plushies of Pac-Man, and lots of arcade games as well. The arcade scene isn't what it used to be. It's changed a lot over the years, but it's still nice to see some of the new cabs and stuff that's going to be available that you can play over the coming months and years. So I went along to test them all out, challenge myself, and see how I get on with the modern cabinets. Of course, I used to be a very keen arcade goer myself, but the main event for me of the show was the Star Wars cabinet, which was absolutely stunning. And as this is a year of Star Wars, I had to jump in and take a look.
Frank Cosentino, Senior Vice President, Namco, Bandai Namco Amusements America.
All wings reported. Red leader standing by. Green leader standing by. Break up the attack.
Basically, the cabinet itself was originally debuted back maybe about 10-12 years ago with a game called Gundam Seed in Japan. The 180-degree dome technology has been around for that amount of time. It is a patented technology by Bandai Namco Games. About 2 years ago, we released a game called Mock Storm, which utilized the same cabinet except it was a flight sim game. And I think based on one of our development teams saw the reaction they were getting from Mock Storm and kind of said, wouldn't this be great with Star Wars? I mean, the people from both Disney and Lucas have been great. I don't know if you noticed, but the game has a number of different levels in it. Most of the levels are levels that are actually directly from the first movies, the first 3 movies. And then we also have a special level where you can play as Darth Vader flying a TIE fighter, which has never been done previously, and yet it's not actual footage, but it's something that was done with Lucas. And I think more than anything else, as far as your question being about the excitement of the project, when you see some people playing it, particularly people who are Star Wars fanatics, people who love the Star Wars series, you're totally immersed in the actual gameplay. It feels like you're in the movies. It gives you an opportunity to be a rebel fighter. It's just a great experience. And, watch the faces of the people as they leave the game. I mean, it's just phenomenal.
So we thank Frank for his time, and you can see here a bit of the action from the game, which we'll be seeing on a separate video which goes through the game, showing you all the different scenes and stuff like that as I play my way through. Absolutely fantastic visuals, I'm sure you'll agree just by looking at this. The intensity, the action, wow! Star Wars arcade machine is back, and just in time for the movie. How about that? So we'll be looking more at that. Of course, other film games there. We have Batman, which the arcade game which came out last year was there. I hadn't had a chance to see it yet and decided I'm going to jump on for a go, see how I get on. You get to use the different Batmobiles, fight different bad guys. On the whole, I didn't have a clue what I was doing though. I was just driving behind things and shooting my gun and firing my missiles, and not entirely knowing how to dodge their shots. Normally with an arcade machine you want to play it but feel like you can learn something every time to improve for next time. Certainly I didn't get that from this. It was just a case of jumping on, getting blown up and jumping off again. Would love to hear from experts who have played the game who feel you can learn it. It would certainly be interesting, but certainly for me it was one of those that didn't really have the depth we'd like from Batman. But elsewhere I had to point out I love a bit of Aliens. This is like the old Alien 3 gun game that was out years ago. You reload, but with the magazine you just push up underneath the gun. And it was a lot of fun to play. But lots of games available at the show, and you can see a bit of Mario Kart. It's going to be a separate video as well, why not? A bit of Mario Kart I was playing as well. One hand, as you can see there, it's really pushing me in terms of driving, but good fun, nice visuals, and it had full commentary as well, which was interesting for an arcade game. So separate video on the channel of that to come, and looking like a lot of fun. Different biking games as well were available at the event, and we're going to have a separate video for that as well. So certainly lots to look forward to there. And we'll also have a separate video for this game as well, Storm Racer. Ran at 60 frames, really nice and smooth, with a lot of fun to play as well. I quite enjoyed this one. This was probably the best racing game at the show by some margin. just because once you put it in manual mode, you've got a little bit more control over the car and the slides. It's very much a combination of Outrun, so if you like the old Outrun, then you'll like, Outrun 2, shall I say, then you'll like this one as well. With a lot of fun to play. This was my first go, made a mistake there, and then quickly learned the handling. You'll see that in the full video as well. This one, Overtake, as well. This game didn't really have much to it in terms of handling. It was very limited in terms of what you could do and the environments and everything, but it's what you would call modern arcade stuff. But again, a separate video coming for this as well. But that's it from me. As ever, more soon. And you can check out other games at the show here by selecting on these different videos as they go live as well. So we'll have separate videos for them. Do click on those and there'll be more coverage to follow.